All right. I'm going to do a little quick tutorial here. We already kind of know how to put together our e-portfolio, but just a couple things I want to mention about the e-portfolios. Because we've done some things that are a little bit trickier to do on Google Sites, so I want to show you how we could do them here. First thing that we may want to do, I don't quite have this set up. Let me show you. I'm going to go to my Google Drive, and down here I have a folder called websites, or website. I would create a folder called website because what we need to do is I have on here I wonder how I can check my share properties. So anyone at the WCDSB, so any students, things like that, can go in and they can check out any of the stuff that are in here. Now, the reason that I have it as anyone at the Waterloo Catholic District School Board can see that stuff is because if I put something in here, let's say D8 math team, which is highly secure stuff, this happens. Now, I'm not going to say whose this one is, but someone submitted an e-portfolio, and this, whatever it is, this video, 811 video, their first stop motion video, this one is in a protected folder, so I don't have access to it. And so when you post your e-portfolio, you want to make sure that the people who have access have access. And for right now, I could go in and change this folder property. For example, if I go in there, oops, not get shareable link. I guess I could go in here and change the share settings, and I could change it to anyone at the Waterloo Catholic School Board can view it. I could change it to anything. Anyone on the internet can. Anyone with the link can. So things like that. Right now, I think I'm going to keep it right here. Anyone within the Catholic School Board. Okay. So that's all the files in here. And if I go in here, all my pictures, anything that I'm going to post up on the website, I just drag and drop into this folder. It's not very organized other than it's just all my website stuff. Okay? So that's the first thing. The next thing. Oops, here is my site. I'm going to add, and we all did this, so here's my audio and radio production. This only has the audio stuff, so this is my video about how to edit a Robot Apocalypse track. Here's some more information about it, and here's the actual Robot Apocalypse track. But I want to add in there maybe my interview. So I did an interview a while ago with one of Canada's top bands called 5440. These are a whole bunch of interviews I've done on the radio. But I interviewed 5440, who's a pretty big band. I don't know if you guys would necessarily know them. Here's a picture of me and my co-host and a couple of the guys from the band. So maybe I'm going to want to put this up on my site as an example of an interview. So here in my website folder on my Google Classroom, I'm going to drag and drop that 5440 interview. I'm going to put it up there. So with your radio program, you just want to drag and drop it up. If you've got a video, you can do the same thing. Drag and drop it into your website folder. Okay, this one looks like it's going to take a couple minutes. That's okay. Maybe to start, what I'll do is I'll get the picture up here. So on there also, Now, a couple people I saw, they were just dragging photos in. So let me open up the 5440 photo. I want this picture on there. A couple people were doing this. It works. I don't know where it saves the file. I'm gonna do it right here just to show you. Works. There's the picture. I can crop it down. Some people are having some problem with cropping as well. If you grab the corner and do it, it keeps the proportions kind of the same. So I can make it smaller, larger, whatever. Some people, if you're grabbing here and changing it, or here, you're cutting out parts. For example, this is kind of some dead space. Maybe I do want to crop it down, and as you notice, some of those sides are going away. Same with this way. There's some space up at the top. It's giving me back the sides, so it's actually making it smaller. You can kind of play with that and see how you want your photo. So it's not massive on the page there. Now, let's go back. Let's see how this is going. It's complete. Okay, what we want to do is I want to embed this on my thing, so it's a clickable link, so that I can just click on the play button and it will play. Now I gotta find it. It's probably somewhere up at the top. Maybe not. Oh, there it was. 5440 interview. Now, to embed a video, you can either post your video to YouTube and do it that way. Some people don't want their video on YouTube. So what you can do if you don't want your video on YouTube is drag and drop it into a folder, your website folder, right click on it, and say get shareable link. I'm going to copy this link. If you're on a Mac, I think it's Command C. If you're not, Control C. So I'm going to get that shareable link. I'm going to come back to where I'm editing this page here. I am going to say insert embed, and I'm going to paste this. Now what this is going to give me, watch, I'll show you what this gives me. I put it down there. That's not where I want it. I'm going to move it up here. That's not where I want it either. I want it right. Oh, that's the whole size. Let me just swap this. Yuck. Oh man, let's kind of put them all together. Ew. Okay, I gotta fix that a little bit because it's kind of grouped them. And I don't want them grouped. I'm gonna move just that guy over there. There we go. I like this better. Okay. Now this has got this whole extra area. I'm just gonna make that a little bit smaller. This is one of the guys, while that's thinking, this is one of the guys right here, Brad Merritt, that recorded with the Robot Apocalypse Collective. So I'm going to add a little bit of text right under here. 5440 radio interview. Okay. Okay, so now I've got this that kind of goes with this stuff about editing audio. This picture of me and 5440 and my co-host and the podcast here. Remember, it's super important to click publish. You may do all this work. If you forget to click publish, I'm not gonna see it. So So I'm clicking publish up there. It's publishing it. Now it doesn't show up for me because I gotta hit refresh on this. And it's checking all that stuff out. Here is all the stuff that we did. Now what I like about this is, unless you do that, get the shareable link and embed it, it's not gonna give you this nice little player. Now you can click this and it will automatically start playing that podcast, and that's pretty cool. It's embedded right on your website so that people can check it out there. Now the one other thing is, I'm gonna come right back to maybe I'll come back to here and I'll go into it again. When you go into sites, remember it's not here. Some people were having a hard time finding this new Google Sites. You need to be using Chrome. With Google Sites, Google Chrome, for some reason if you're using Edge or Internet Explorer or Safari, that doesn't show up. So new Google Sites, and do not, look at all these now I've got. I would not share with me your site, because any of these people, I can go in and edit their work. I don't know if I click here and say remove, if that deletes their site totally. I have that much control on people's site to just go in and delete their sites. I think that you should do is when you publish it, and for example, here is my site, right? If I go home, it has this added bit, but really all you need is to the end of the McKenna math there. I could copy and paste this whole thing and paste that as a comment, like these. Yikes. No, I don't want to go into their graded. Anyway, I'm gonna close that quick. Those are initial gradings anyway. They're not the final grade because we haven't done this assignment yet. But what you want to do is post that URL as a description on there so that so that I just have to click it and I go right to your website. Okay? Hopefully those tricks help. That same trick that I did there about getting the shareable link also works for video as well. So if you don't want your video on YouTube, drag and drop it into your website folder on your Google Drive, and then all you got to do is go in there, get the shareable link, embed it onto your website. Anyways, good luck. This is our final project. Make sure to check the pages. Some people didn't put the right pages last time. Put the pages. For example, if it says you need certain pages, all you got to do is click there, add a new page. If you want to link to something else, add a link. That would put a thing up at the top and it would go to an outside page, not kind of owned by you. You can change themes. You can do that right in here if you pick a boring theme like I've got going on, but I've got so much stuff that I haven't really changed the image for all of them, but you can go ahead and do that as well. Just kind of make your e-portfolio look as cool as possible. All right, good luck.